Power of 2. Given a non-negative integer n, the task is to check if n is a power of 2 or not. More formally, check if n can be expressed as 2 to the power x for some x, and x must be an whole number. So let's check the example. If n equal to 1, the output is true because 2 to the power 0 equal to 1, as 2 to the power x means there is a value x for which 2 to the power x equal to n. If n equal to 98, the output is false. Yeah, because there is no value of x, means there is no value of x for which 2 to the power x can be expressed in the form of 98. Simply we need to find the power of 2 if a number is either a number is power of 2 or not. So let's check how we'll do that. So a simple solution could be keep on dividing the number until it becomes 1. If a number is power of 2, it will eventually become a 1 after dividing it by 2, and if a number is not a power of 2, it will become an odd number after any division. Let me explain you. So for example, there is a power of 2. Let's consider 16. So 16 is a power of 2, equal 2 to the power 4 equal to 16. So if we divide this number by 2, what we'll get? We'll get 8. If we divide 8 again by 2, we'll get 4. If we divide 4 by 2, 2 and 1. So if a number is power of 2, will eventually reach 1 without any odd number in between. See, no 16 is a power of 2, right? So there is no odd number. 8 is also even number, 4 is also an even number, and 2 is also even number. So no number is an odd number. So this indicates that it is a power of 2. So let's consider 14, which is not a power of 2, although it's even, but it's not a power of 2. Why? Because we divided by 2, we'll get 7. We'll divide it by 2, we'll get 3. We'll divide it by 2, we'll get 1. Although the 14, dividing 14 after means dividing by 14 by consecutive steps, we reach 1, but we get an odd number in between, that is 7. So hence we can declare that it is not an odd number. So what will be the approach to solve this problem? Keep on dividing the number until it reaches 1. If in between the division it gets any odd number, we'll simply return false because it cannot be an odd number, and if there is no odd number in between, we'll simply return true. So let's solve this problem using this technique, and further I'll explain you how it could be solved using a better technique. So let's okay, I'll explain you the time complexity after I code this problem. So yeah, so here's the question. So now let's solve it. First we need to check explicitly for 0, means if n equal to 0, we'll simply return false. Now keep on, now there is a loop, now keep on checking until the n reaches 1, and if in between, if the number which we get is an odd number, so the condition to check an odd number is n mod 2 not equal to 0. So this will simply tell us that this is an odd number. We'll return false over here, and then we'll do n divided by 2. If we get out of the loop, we'll simply declare simply write return true, because this will simply tell us that the number is power of 2. So let's compile it right now. It's taking so much time. Yeah, so 1 is a power of 2. 2 to the power 0 equal to 1. Yes. Now let's submit it. Time limit exceeded. I know why the time limit is exceeded, because it's not the ideal solution. Ideal time complexity is O of log n. So that's why it's showing time complexity. Although this is a correct solution now, but the time complexity of this solution is O of n. Okay, so now we could solve even in a better time complexity. We can solve it in O of 1 time complexity, means theta of 1 time complexity, by using the concept of bit manipulation. So now I'll explain you how we'll do it. Yep. So for example, there is a power of 2, let's consider 8. So what will be the binary representation of 8? 1 triple 0. Okay, 1 triple 0. So you can notice that any power of 2, means any power of 2 will have only one set bit in its binary representation. You can consider even 4. 4 will be equal to 100. There is only one set bit in this representation, so we can use this fact. Okay, so by using bitwise, we'll just simply do we'll just, for example, there's 8 100. What we'll do is, we'll do 8 minus 1, that is 7. So what happens when we do minus 1 from a number in terms of binary representation is, the rightmost set bit of that number will become 0 and it will be followed by 1s. So this is the fact, means any number, if you do it minus 1, the binary representation of that number, in the binary representation of the number, the rightmost set bit, will become 0 and it will be followed by 1s. So yeah, so 7 is equal to 111. So now what we'll do is, we'll use this fact and do AND operation between these two numbers. So what AND operator gives us? 0 0 0 and 0. So yeah, so this is the point what we will use. If any power of 2 minus 1, means 8 minus 1, 7, 8 and 7 we'll get 0. So we could use this in finding the power of 2. So let me explain you one more time. So if there is a number n, and if it is a power of 2, and what we'll do is n and n minus 1 will always give us 0. And if there is a number, let's suppose 10, let me write some space. So let's suppose we have a number 10. What is 10 in 1 0 1 0? Okay, and we need to check is it a power of 2 or not. So what we'll do is, we'll do 10 minus 1, that is 9. So what I've told you, that whenever you do a minus 1 from a number, in the binary representation of that number, the rightmost set bit of that number will become 0 and it will be followed by 1s, and all the other bits will just remain same. So it is 9, and we could do, and if we do an AND operation of that number, we'll simply get 1 0 0 0, which is a non-negative number, which is a non-zero number. It's 8 in decimal format. So yeah, we could use this fact in implementing this question. So now let's follow the, so yeah, first simply check for 0. If n equal to 0, return false, because it's not. So now what we'll do is n and n minus 1. We'll just need to enclose in the parenthesis, otherwise we'll get some errors from the compiler. If n and n minus 1 equal to 0, so it will always be a power of 2. We'll just simply return it, and if not, it will simply return false. Well, let's compile it. Oh, I forgot the semicolon. Yes. Now let's submit. Yep. So that's the correct solution. So keep in mind, if there is a power of 2, it will. So there are 2 points which you need to get from this question. If a number is power of 2, it will only have one set bit in that, and if we do -1 from any number, the binary representation of that number, the rightmost set bit will become 0, and it will be followed by ones. Yep. So thank you. Yep.